Hi, we're here with Henia Flynn at the Chakra Shop at the Gallery. We want to talk a little bit about Henia's artistic process.
I think it was in like fourth grade, and I actually remember the drawing. It was like some like fairy tale or something, woman with one of those bonnets on. I drew it, turned it into Mr. Kissel in fourth grade.
You remember Mr. Kissel?
I remember Mr. Kissel.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked him, good teacher. But I got this feedback that was like, wow, this is amazing. I'm like, okay. So I don't know. It was just encouraging, and I just ended up doing like just carrying a sketch pad with me everywhere I went and drawing. And
Well, I noticed you had some tears welling up a little bit when you talked about your young childhood and not feeling encouraged by your parents.
yeah. Well, as I mentioned, they came from a very difficult, challenging background where it was all about survival. And then we were very much encouraged to do practical things and be independent and go to school and be able to fend for ourselves. 'Cause when I was going to college, I decided to study art. Both my sisters were calling me, like, you gotta do something practical. I'm like, ah. And I felt all this pressure, and I ended up going into an, an advertising program in my junior year. And it was hard to get into, and I felt bad because somebody else could have taken my spot because it was not for me.
You touch and move me with your dedication to following your heart. Well, thank you, Blanche.
I'm so grateful to be a part of this environment, how you had wanted to do this show for quite a while, and how you work with energy with people, how we see energy with people. And I think that is a big aspect of the subject matter that I work with. I always am drawn to people, to energy, to light, to architecture that tells a story, that has a history, ancient things that hold energy and somehow exude it. And I have this desire somehow to capture that, to convey it.
So, Henia, I would like to take one of your prints, which is a print of one of your paintings, and see if you can describe like anything about that for us, okay? So, Henia, I chose this print.
It is a picture of my friend Susanna's daughter, Aida, in Finland. I visited her there when Aida was like 3, stayed at her home. She was very hospitable, was beautiful, sweet little girl. And I saw this post, but I just was just enamored with the picture, the very Victorian looking, and the colors and the lights and this photo. And I didn't tell her about it, and I did this painting of Aida. But I like to do that kind of thing. Sometimes I just like something on Facebook or somebody posts will capture my attention or have speak to me, and I'll take it off and do a painting and send it to them later.
So this is another print, and the prints are available here at the Chakra Shop still.
This is a painting from Old Town Warsaw. It's actually painted on wood, and this was kind of as a matter of necessity because I had a very bad fall and could barely move, and I worked at a scenic shop at that time, and I had a carpenter bring me cut up pieces of wood just to sit on my lap that I could work with, and so I started experimenting, kind of like Frida Kahlo, in her bed doing that. Needed to use a different medium. You needed to use a different surface, and so it was just experimental. And I actually got a whole bunch of pieces that I was on disability for 3 months and just kind of laid up. So
And painting like Frida Kahlo.
a process, yeah. I mean, I wasn't painting on the ceiling, but I mean, I had bruised ribs and.
And you didn't paint yourself. You painted other things that inspired you.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't paint myself. No. This is a portrait of Blanche. She and I went to a movie at the Music Box Theater, which we love that theater, one of the oldest theaters in Chicago, with the organ that comes up, all indie films. And it was a rainy day like today, and Blanche was standing there, like just looking at the poster, and the light to me, everything about it. There was just, I do have this draw to like older times, like Paris in the 20s, that kind of stuff. And when I looked at the light when she was standing there, I was like, gotta get a shot of that. And I don't even know if I told you that I did this painting. Did I just show it to you? I just
You
did
didn't
it?
even tell me.
I didn't
And
tell
then
you.
all of a sudden she shows it to me. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and I love the format too. It's 12 by 24, so the length, I was working like that for a while, and it's a wrapped canvas, so it goes around the sides without a frame, because it,
So thank you all for coming to be here with Henia as she talks about her work.
okay, we have prints available if you can't afford a painting.
All right.